I'm going live, so don't be saying nothing incriminating, okay?
Why would you go live and I look like this? Cut it out.
It ain't facing you. I go live at 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday. Chi-Chi is not all about you.
So I have to walk out that way too?
Well, then I'll turn the other way.
Thank you. If I already look, you know.
Ain't nobody tell you to walk around that haggard bathrobe all day. I'm sorry? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Nothing. But yeah, all my family is from Baltimore. And,
But you don't know what part. So your dad's side of the family is from Baltimore? Or your mom?
my mom.
But your family is down in Miami. So your mom doesn't go up there to visit?
Are you live right now?
Well, you the one started the conversation again.
I was just having a conversation, but that's
Now, what were you trying to whisper earlier? Well, I can't say that either, because I was asking if she ever found that thing.
just leave it alone.
Hey, girl, hey. That's what I say to them when I come on.
So you go live and say nothing, or you?
I do.
Oh.
I'm waiting for them to come in and get a seat, Chi-Chi. We have a whole stadium of people that come in.
What you do Monday through Friday?
I'm just saying, Monday through Friday. You just sip on your absolute lime, okay? And cranberry.
And you do the thing as well.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to enjoy my cocktail.
I'm not bothering you.
Because I had an amazing weekend, Chi-Chi.
What did you do?
Well, let me go backwards. Yesterday, Sunday, I went to a gun range. When I say it was so, have you ever shot a gun?
Yes, several times.
Let me find out that answers the question that I was trying to ask earlier.
What question was you trying to ask earlier?
I told you I'm live, Chi-Chi. Did you want me to say that?
I mean, but anyway, go back to your amazing weekend that you had.
So we went to the gun. Let's have let Maddie and Chi-Chi know. Corey from Houston said, "Hey,
Hi, Corey.
missed them." You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
He showed us the last time we was in Houston.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I love Houston. I'm doing a signing there. I don't have a date yet.
Can you go back to your story?
Anyway, so yes, I went to a gun range on Sunday. Chi-Chi doesn't want me to show you guys him. Because he's sitting there looking like his name is Florida Evans. He got on this pink bathrobe.
Thank you, Craig, for I didn't want them to know all that anyway. But go ahead.
Well, they don't, what's worse, them knowing it or actually seeing it?
I mean, but you already told them.
And you know that color that you have in your hair, that's about the color orange that Florida always wore. She used to wear like these orange tweed coats or these orange.
This goes to your story. What me in Florida has to do with your story?
No, I was just making the correlation between your bathrobe and
Go back
Florida.
to your story. I want to hear your story. So you went to
So I had
the
a-
range.
So I went to the gun range. It was for a friend's birthday. And so it was so fun. Like, I shot this big-ass gun. It was like a gun like in a movie. Like, that shit was like a 50 millimeter. And when I posted, like, some videos on my Insta story, on my Facebook story. When you follow my you follow my Snapchat. Don't even try it.
I got to make sure I don't follow that. But go ahead.
You gonna unfollow my Snapchat?
But Craig, go ahead. It's not about me.
I was trying to go ahead, and you interrupted and said you were gonna unfollow my Snapchat.
Go back to your story. So you shot this big ass guy.
My Instagram, Snap. So, like, if I'm not on Facebook, I am putting shit on Instagram and Snapchat. So anyway, I shot this big ass gun, and when I tell you I shot it, like it like went like this, like I mean that shit like
You scared you?
it scared the shit out of me. Like the bullet was like this big, like the bullet was huge, and like it made me nervous. Like my heart was racing. Like after I did it, and like all I kept thinking about was how does somebody just put a gun up to somebody like this and actually shoot them and kill? Like I was nervous in the room. You understand what I'm saying? Because before you go out to the gun range and good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. We are live from the Chateau. The motherfucking Chateau. But anyway.
When she come with the stairs, you got to position yourself this way so they can't see that.
Right. So, well, I can see. Oh, well, yeah, she got to go downstairs. But you do.
Downstairs is what I'm saying.
You do. She's already downstairs? Oh. There's like a 30-minute training before you go out there to shoot. So they tell you like how to look at Della. There's like a 30-minute training and they tell you how to hold the gun. Like you're supposed to put your Like when you hold the gun, you're supposed to put your index finger like along the side of the gun and not the trigger. Because these are real bullets. Like a bitch could have got shot in there. Like I was nervous. Like, you know, I'm looking at everybody else, making sure everybody got their guns pointed down to the floor. What? She ain't coming yet. And then, like, you know, they said make sure that, you know, you got the guns pointed down to the floor, that your hand is not on the trigger. You know, just like, but you know, motherfuckers don't be paying attention because, like, it was a couple times. People were like, wait, what'd you say? And he said, wait, put the gun, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute. So, you know, you can't be going with no dumb motherfucker. You can't be going to no gun range with no dumb motherfucker. And even, like, the little booth that you stand in between where you're shooting, he said, make sure that you're not pointing sideways because those are not bulletproof. Like, you can actually shoot through that and kill the person next door. So here I go. So I said to the guy, I said, so, has anybody ever gotten shot in here? Like on the gun range? I just need to know. I said that before we even left the training room. And so I said, I'm just going to ask you on the side because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to alarm everybody else. And he was like, yeah, that has. I said, wait, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. He said, but it wasn't like an accident here. He said it was self-inflicted. So he was saying that people have come in there to commit suicide. That's bananas. Sir, ma'am, can you go kill yourself somewhere else? I'm just, like, can you imagine if that had happened on the day that we went? Oh, that made me scared. Can you imagine if you see how I jumped just now? Can you imagine, like, if I had gone to my friend's birthday and we at the gun range and the bitch in the stall next to me shoot and kill themselves? Sir, I would have been freaked the fuck out. Sir, ma'am, can you go you could have did that at your house. Like, why are you coming to a public place? You done paid money to come to a public place to kill yourself.
Yeah. You want to go on that way.
So anyway, so we did that, and then we went, I got to write a letter. I just remembered. And then we went to this restaurant. I'm not even going to tell you the name of the restaurant. The service was horrible. We went to this Mexican restaurant for dinner.
Was it in Atlanta you did?
Mm-hmm. And when I tell you the service was horrible, and that was the first time I had eaten there, and it was 17 of us. And I said to the manager, I said, you're the manager? I said, listen, the service here was horrible today. I said, this is really not a good experience. You gotta use words like that and shit when you're trying to get something for free. I was like, this really hasn't been a good experience for us. I said, this is our first time here. It's 17 of us. You know, you gotta remind them, if you do the math and shit, you know, this bill gonna really add up. And I was like, it's 17 of us. I said, we're celebrating a birthday. None of us have been here before. You know, is there a regional manager that I can contact? Because this is really unacceptable. You gotta use your words like that. Like, see, some of y'all go into a business, you getting the popping off. This is some bullshit. That don't get you nothing. That doesn't get you nothing. What you got to do is you got to go in and you got to say, hi, yes, I was just having some difficulty today. And I was just wondering, like, you got to use your words. You can't go in there popping off and being nasty and, you know. But the first gun that I shot, it was this big-ass gun. And literally, I needed like 15 minutes to myself. Like, I couldn't shoot another. I was like, they were like, well, why don't you just go to a smaller gun? I said, no, I think I'm done for the day. Like, it was so much power in that gun. Like, it like literally kicked back like that. So then I did go to a smaller gun. I ended up shooting like 5 different guns that day, right? Once you get the feel of it. So you said you shot a gun before? And he done shot guns out in the streets. I'm in a private place. You done shot guns out in the street. You shot at a person. He's pleading the fifth. Let me find out I'm in the room with a violent criminal. Madison, is anybody else here? I'm not feeling safe now. I'm not feeling safe.
Yeah, I'm not going to you. You better fight that.
Huh?
You better fight that, nigga.
Oh, listen, I'm from Baltimore. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what a friend of mine used to say. Listen, and you might kick my ass, but you gonna know I was on yours too. I'm not saying I'm the baddest bitch and I can beat everybody, but you gonna know I was on your ass too. I used to be like, but then at the gun range, like, they had this big ass rifle. Like, it was some old shit that they use on the military, but that bitch had a scope on it. And the bullets for that. Now, the bullet for that was like, that shit was huge. It looked like a dart. That's how big it was. I ain't get you. It's like a dart. Like, that shit was huge. So we did that. And then we went to the restaurant, had poor service. And then I went home. Saturday, what did I do Saturday?
You said that was Sunday.
That was Sunday. Saturday. What did I do Saturday?
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
Yes.
Now, didn't she just say she ain't in the room and she's
not, but-
singing, talking about fuck me in the ass?
Fuck me in the
They
ass.
can hear her, but they can't see her.
Fuck me in the ass.
What was the rest of the
Because
song?
I love Jesus.
Because I love you. Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus. What a lyric.
Because I love Jesus.
Oh.
I'm many things, but I'm not a whore.
Oh.
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
Was you making some tea? Emergency. Your throat. Your throat is tickling you. Oh, and then Sunday I came over here to Madison's. Spent the night.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Ah.
Now you know I like when you slide up to that falsetto.
Now, what the red dress that was up here on the...
You said who?
What the red dress that was up here on the thing?
It's still up there.
No. What is it right here? No.
Ooh, she don't be
Oh,
looking.
yes.
Ooh, she don't be looking for nothing. Ooh, she don't be looking for nothing. She be just ready to complain. She just be ready to complain.
Bro, did you see where I knew where it exactly was at? I knew exactly that it was here.
Right. So who moved her shit,
I, don't
Chi
know,
Chi?
I wouldn't ask if I knew.
Right.
I
It's,
walked in knowing that it was here. That's all I be saying. It just goes right back to
I
me
didn't
saying.
say it was moved.
It just goes right back to me saying.
well, she did say that it was on the dryer or the wash machine.
But I never said it was moved though. I said
It
it was
just
still
goes
there.
right back to me saying, I wouldn't bother nobody. No one would be bothered
Somebody said they loved the podcast that you did.
with Kaya.
The one with me, girl. These are my people.
Oh,
She talking about the one with Kaya.
is it up yet?
You know we did that podcast a while ago.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new podcast.
No, I just did one yesterday with Madison and her mom. You guys are going to love it. It's really her mom talking about her experience having a trans child, but of course this one had to come in.
Bitch, I'm always gonna walk in the door.
She didn't walk through the door. She in there talking. Well, wait a minute, Ma. I know this your interview, but let me say this. Let me say this real quick.
Yes.
So, but Mama, I know it's your interview and everything, but let me just say this part right here. I was like, Lord.
Fuck me in the ass because I love Jesus.
Oh my God. But yeah, I can't remember what I did on Saturday, Chi Chi.
It's okay, Greg.
Is that not a good thing?
Maybe you had fun. Maybe you don't want to share, or maybe you just, you know.
I'm trying to remember what I did on Saturday. Did I do it? Oh, I had friends that came in town. That's right. This was King Weekend. So Saturday, I stayed my ass in.
So what did you do Friday?
Friday, we were at the Punk Bar.
The punk bar?
And I told y'all before, don't y'all be saying Punk Bar. That's the only lingo that we can use in here.
What?
That's politically incorrect, okay? That's just a word that,
The gay bar?
yeah,
What bar was it?
we went to the Punk Bar. Well, we bar hopped. We first went to Einstein's. That's the restaurant bar. We went, Carolyn. We went to Einstein's. We were there for probably like 40 minutes. It was crazy. It was crowded in there. It was cold as shit on Friday.
I believe that.
So then we left there. We went around to the Mix. Oh, this is what the fuck I wanted to talk about. I'm about to light them up. Okay, so Friday night we went to the Mix. Now see, this is why I don't fuck with the punks when it comes to. Okay, let me not say. This is why I don't fuck with the gay club promoters, because they always doing some stupid shit.
So what happened when you got to the door?
So it was $5 until 11:30. Now listen, I don't go to the club, right? I burned the clubs up in my 20s and 30s. If you read my books, you know. Oh, I burned the clubs
Oh,
up.
I need to read these books.
Oh, I burned the club. Chi-Chi, you gonna get your life if you read the book. I promise you. Every second of the book.
So when you come back, when you come back over here, make sure you have me a book and you sign it and autograph it to me. Thank you.
Where your $20?
So, finish your story.
Where your $20?
Finish your story.
You can cash app it.
Wait, just finish your story.
So we're over at.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not having a hard beverage tonight. I'm having wine.
You're not having what?
I'm not having a hard beverage tonight. I'm having wine.
So would you
Oh, okay.
Pinot Grigio?
I'm having wine. You know why? I fuck
What
with
Kaya
wine.
said? You're not having wine. Kaya said you can have more than wine.
So I'm gonna have Sundays we use in the meatball. But this week we back to the thing. So I'm having wine.
So we at the so it was $5 until 11:30. So my thing is I don't do the clubs anymore, and not because I have anything against the clubs. Like I said, I burned it up in my 20s and 30s, and I said before I turned 30, I said I am not gonna be the old man in the club, still trying to dress young, look young, trying to holler at the 24-year-olds. That's not my ministry.
So what is your ministry?
I'm going to gun ranges. I'm flying to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are other things to do. I've done that. Like you have to move. Right. You got to get that coin. It's like you got to move the other way. You know what I'm saying? You got to move out of the way so the young kids can have their time in the club. You understand?
I'm 30 and I'm just like over the club.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. When I turned 30, I was right at that point. It was like,
I mean,
okay.
I could come in there. And
That's what I'm saying. Every now and then, it's like you can go. Oh, I wanted to show them. I wanted to show them.
Break
Show,
it down.
yeah, I wanted to show you doing that.
But go ahead though.
But, you know, so that's about the time when you turn 30, when you really start to have that shift. In fact, there's a chapter in the first book called 30 Shift. Because, like, my mind and my interests started to change.
Wait, you see that wine that she had in that chilling that was for him that he thought he was gonna drink up that I asked Miss Mary that she put that wine in there?
Yeah.
That's the wine I would be having.
I don't drink Pinot Grigio because it's too dry.
It is dry.
But it will fuck you up.
Oh, it will fuck you up, but I don't like.
You put a few grapes in that bitch.
Put a few what in it?
Put a few grapes in that motherfucker.
I don't like Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, I don't. It's too dry for me. I like Riesling.
I like anything that's sweet, but Pinot Grigio is dry.
So,
So the sweet too.
yeah, depending on which one.
Yeah.
Some of them get me
So
dry.
go ahead, I'm listening.
So around 30, it was like I'm
It's like a movie book. I mean, not like what's it called?
a storybook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something- I get that.
So yes, I was just like, listen, I'm not gonna be the old man in the club, you know, because when I was 25 and I'd be going to the club, it was all these old
Just
men.
like an old man with peppermints.
You saying because I had peppermints in my little pocket right here?
Yeah, it's just like a. You can tell you mature. I won't say old. I would say mature.
Because this face is giving 34, sorry. Now if I put some Beijing under here, it's giving 29. Don't get it fucked up.
But go ahead.
Oh, we can test it one day. I'll put some Beijing on here just to show you.
You don't have to show me anything.
Don't get it fucked up.
Don't get it fucked up either.
Okay, don't get it fucked up.
Because I'm 30, but you know I.
Because I put some black in this beard down here and go out to the club with you, and they'll be giving, sir, where's your ID?
So anyway, go ahead. We're having that mix.
Okay, so
Keep jumping all over.
I'm at the club, and so it was $5. Like I said, I went out because I had friends from DC in town, and so they were like, well, "Okay, so what we doing? We going out?" Da, da, da. I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll meet you." Because y'all saw my friends that came over on what was it, Thursday? They came over, and so they wanted to go out. They went out.
They want to cut Bulldaggers?
Yeah, so they came over to my house straight from the airport.
They want to cut Bulldaggers.
They went to Bulldogs.
Bulldaggers.
Bull daggers. And so, and then see, I can't say punks, but you can say bull daggers.
I never said you couldn't say punk, but I call it Club Bulldaggers.
Oh, what's the difference in me saying punks and you saying bull daggers?
I don't. Quick, that's your lie.
Yeah, so Calvin and all my friends were over. So they were like, okay, well, let's go out. So I said, all right, well, I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to meet y'all out. Well, I never ended up meeting them out, right? So Friday, I was like, okay, I got to make it up to them. You know, I'm going to go out. Calvin lives here, but Marvin and my other friend, well, his other friend, Corey, were visiting. So they were like, okay, it's $5 until 11:30. We get so we left Einstein's on Friday. We get over to fucking Mix. And see, this is, hit the share button because I want them promoters to hear this video. So we get over to the Mix.
The way they worded the text, but go ahead.
It's what?
It's the way they worded it, but go ahead.
Well, they said, no, I'm going to tell you what they did. It wasn't even the text. They said it was $5 before 11:30. We get over there, 11 o'clock, 11:05, right? So it's a line. First of all, sir, at 11 o'clock, ain't nobody in your club. Ain't nobody in there.
But when you got there, you seen a lot of free business wanting to get in the club, correct?
But you holding the line. They holding the line. They holding the line until 11:30 so then they can bust you in your pussy and say it's $20. They were holding the line. So I didn't go and get in the line.
No.
Marvin and I went to the little Chinese restaurant right there because Marvin was
Okay,
hungry.
yes, you know.
Marvin went to the Chinese.
Speak it up, Brad. Speak it up.
Oh, you trying to rush me to tell my story? I have to take my time, just like I take my time when I'm fucking. Now, if you used to them just,
Come on.
If
We're
you,
not getting on that.
if you used to them
Stick to
just,
the subject.
if you used to them just ramming it in you and just, you know,
I
not,
don't
ta-
have to do this.
not
Moving on with the
not taking their time. Listen, I take my time. It's slow and easy, and then you get a little rough, like Tina Turner sound.
Great, just talk to the people.
So we getting there. So so Calvin and the boy Corey go get in the line. So Marvin and I go into the Chinese restaurant. We sit in the Chinese restaurant until 11:25. Them motherfuckers still in the line. Ain't nobody in the club. Why are y'all holding this line like this? It's only the black promoters that do that bullshit. And it pisses me off. And y'all that go to these clubs, whether they're gay or straight, stop going to these fucking clubs and they holding the line. That is so disrespectful. I'm gonna need you to stop digging in your underwear.
Don't have any.
Are they swimming trunks you got on? He walked around in swimming trunks.
I don't have any sleep clothes. So
Are they-
can you turn the camera the other way so I can go upstairs to get my slides?
Oh, go ahead. I tilted it down. They can't even see you. I'm gonna need you to get a new bathrobe, though. You talking about bring you a book over here? I'm gonna bring you a bathrobe. Bring you a onesie? You'll be spilling all out of that. A onesie. So anyway, so they held the line until like 11:30. Then all of a sudden, magically, the line is moving smoothly. Y'all so full of shit. Like, it's like, ain't nobody doing that. That's why I don't fool with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that is so disrespectful. First of all, it was cold. And to have those people standing outside in that line just because you want to try to pretend like it's at capacity on the inside. See, I didn't even know you were coming back by here. I didn't even hear you coming down. Well, they ain't seen you now.
They have to. It has to be all of me.
And so,
You just so.
if he ain't looking like somebody's grandmother, granddaughter, as Madison would say. Oh, yeah, y'all like my robe? Yeah, Steven, you see my robe? Look at these swimming trunks.
California Republic.
Talking about he ain't got on no underwear. Do those trunks at least have a net on the inside? They ain't even got a net on the inside of his.
For what?
For some support.
I don't need everything's still set up.
Everything is still set up.
It's not dropping. It's not droopy.
Mine ain't droopy either. Mine is not droopy. Mine is not droopy. It all sits and stands at command.
Right. So you would.
You see the skin? Come here. You see the skin, don't you? You see any? You see how tight the skin is on my face and how smooth it is? That's 41 when you're taking care of yourself. You heard that, Kaya? Oh, God. But yeah, so they hold the line and shit. And so they basically held the line until 11:30. And then if they don't do that, what they'll do is they'll say, well, if you want to cut the line, you can pay extra to do that. So it's like, okay, well, if I can pay an extra $10 to cut the line, why the fuck can't you just move this line forward? Like, that's just the dumbest shit. That ain't nothing but a ploy to make y'all pay extra. Stop doing that shit. And what you need to do, because I don't go to clubs, what you need to do is you going to keep going outside with them shorts on. You've been outside all day with that bathrobe and them shorts on. And when you get pneumonia in your ankles and in your kneecaps and shit,
Let's go visit me at the hospital.
I'm not coming to visit you in the hospital because this is the second time I've told you today. Now, why your elders got to be telling you stuff like that? I know I'm 11 years your senior. I don't look like it, but I know I'm 11 years your senior. I know I don't look like it, but I'm 11 years your senior. So look, how about I was sitting over here on the couch earlier today?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you bored with my
No,
story?
no, I'm listening.
I'm just wondering why you rolled your eyes.
Because something was in my eye.
You know, your generation is so recalcitrant.
No, it's not.
It really is.
Craig, if you just only 11 years older than me.
Your generation is something.
So when you was
But I'm
11
Generation X. You're millennial. You're a millennial.
So when you was 11, I was.
You weren't born when I was 11.
But when you was 12,
You were 1. I was in the 6th grade.
yeah.
They tell me, who is he talking to? I'm talking to Chi Chi.
Why you keep doing that? I look fucked up.
They've already seen you, Chi Chi.
Oh damn.
Listen, if you walk through your life like a bad bitch, then they already know what you're capable of. It doesn't matter if you look bad tonight, right now.
They can't.
It doesn't matter if you look atrocious right now.
Ooh, that's what.
It doesn't matter if you look a disgrace. It doesn't matter like if you just got run over by an Uber outside. It's okay.
That's what you did.
I mean, because because if they
That's
follow,
what you say I look like.
if they follow you, then they know what you're capable of, right? It's okay if it look like you got hamsters chewing in your head. I'm just kidding, Gigi. I love you, Chi Chi.
So what about this? Stab you with this pen.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You got a violent past. He just took this pen out, talking about he about to stab me with it.
I said, what if?
But you took it out like you demonstrated it. Kaya is getting ready up there. Do you hear me? May 4th.
Oh shit.
When yours?
July.
July what? You a Cancer?
Yeah. July 8th. Oh, this is my shit.
Watch this. Did you know that Cancers and Taurus are supposed to be really good matches?
No.
Yeah, look it up. Go look it up right now. Look it up right now.
I do, but I think some of that stuff be true. Then again, some of that I don't.
Just read what it says about Cancer and Taurus.
I'll read.
Astrology.
I will. I'm not gonna read it right now. I'll read it.
I mean, well, what you doing? You ain't doing nothing but sitting there looking like Florida Evans.
Fuck you, Craig.
I think Florida had a bathrobe that color
Fuck you. How about
on the
that?
show, but hers was in
Did,
pink.
did she say fuck you though? Did she? Say
She didn't curse.
Right.
She didn't curse. Florida didn't curse. And plus, it was TV, so she couldn't curse. But
Just not TV, Craig. Fuck you.
that don't make no sense that you talk to your elders like that.
Because you always trying to be funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny.
Right. Fuck you, Craig.
Victor, I told you how to set up the sponsorship for the Queen's Court now. I done gave you the email. Do you know the email offhand?
It's booktsmadison@gmail.com.
booktsmadison@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to charge you a finder's fee. You keep worrying me now. A finder's fee. That's a mess. But yeah, they take all of the sponsorships through there. That's how you do it. In fact, they got 3 sponsors for tonight. I don't know who they are. Not that I'm going to mention them on my live. Well, email it to me. Email it to me, Victor, and then I'll forward it to them. Email me your sponsorship. I mean, what you trying to do? Email it to me. Send it to booktherwriter@gmail.com. Right, I need an admin fee, Kyra. I need an admin fee for all this. And send me $20 to my Cash App for doing it. No, just for... Right, a warrior's fee. Look. They shady. All right, listen, we're closed in this building. There are no more seats in here. Look, we have a capacity in here in this room. And then everybody else has to go to the overflow. Chi-Chi, I think I'm ready for another cocktail.
Well, Greg, I think you need to mix it, don't you think?
Did you drink all of the lime vodka?
I sure did, yeah.
So that's the other thing about your generation. Y'all so inconsiderate. Why would you drink the rest of
Why
it?
would you make a little one? You should have had a
Because I was being considerate to leave some for you. Or maybe Kyle may have wanted some. Why are you pulling that robe like that?
Because I was like, problem.
We have water. Water is $7 a bottle. No, Chi-Chi can't be driving the golf cart tonight because he got on a bathrobe. And I don't need him to be talking about me too because somebody done sexually harassed him. Because he got his legs all out in this bathrobe. When I say Kaya is up there snapping her hands and dancing to herself.
That's what I live. You gotta feel it by yourself.
Yes, indeed. Well, get you a case of water at Sam's Club. Listen, the inflation. The price has gone up for water. We're about to move into our new building. You know, I do my show from a building.
What building?
It's an imaginary building, Chi-Chi. Duh. we pretending we in the building. We pretending. Oh, mixed drink? Is that, what kind of mixed drink? Were you talking about Absolute, or you talking about like Ciroc or Goose? City Punch is $7. City Punch is water. You know y'all got that Project Water over here like I got at my house. You know what I mean when I say Project Water? When you turn that water on in the faucet and that shit gets so hot, like boiling water, that shit'll burn the fucking skin off your knuckles. I got Project Water like that too.
Where you live?
I live in town. Now, I'm not about to tell you where I live on here, but I live in town. I live in town.
That's good. Auntie, you ready?
Okay, give me your $7, Adrian.
We cash apping everything.
Oh yeah, Cash App, the writer. Thank you. I forgot. I don't even know what I was thinking about.
So I need $250 off of that. Because I just reminded you and you forgot.
I'll give you $2.
$2.
I'll give you $2 off of that.
$2.25.
$2.
$2.15.
Two.
$2.10.
Okay. $2.10.
15 cents.
$2.10.
15.
Mm-mm.
How about 2.14? 2.15.
You going with them tomorrow to the club?
Yeah.
I can't be bothered. Don't even ask me if I'm going. I can't be bothered.
Why? Go. I'll be bored. That's why you talk to me.
You gonna talk? Well, you can't talk to them because they're gonna be working. They're gonna be working. I don't. That's a young crowd.
So you're not coming there for that, Craig. You coming to chill, communicate.
Now I could. Oh, did you guys listen to the podcast today? That was with my mom and one of her friends. Yeah, Chi asking for a cut. Talking about, yeah, I'm eating the peppermint.
You know that's what old folks eat.
Really?
Mature folks.
Mature. But let me tell you something. Some of y'all young people, y'all always scream.
I don't think I'm young. I feel like I made it to 30. I feel like I'm just.
You ready to die? That's
No,
it? That's
I'm
all
just
you
saying,
got?
like, no, I'm just saying. Like, you know, I made it to the 30 bracket.
30 is a milestone.
You should have me on your podcast one day.
What you want to talk about?
Whatever.
No, so we have a specific agenda on this podcast. So much to say, okay? We talk about things that are going to move the culture forward, and it's really important for people to share the
Let's talk
podcast.
about relationship.
What you want to talk about, like gay relationships?
Yeah.
Did you ever date women?
No,
Well,
in middle school.
Well, why you have to give me that look like that? I mean, this look of disgust.
It was a disgust because
You were like-
I always.
Like, I can't believe you fucking just asked me that. Okay, so you want to talk about relationship? Gay relationship. What about them?
Anything, like,
We need an agenda. Like, what you mean?
when you talk about
We-
gay relationships, anything can happen.
Well, okay, let me tell you what I've talked about. I've talked about domestic violence in gay relationships. I had a guy that came over here, been hit upside his head with an iron. Why are you smiling? That is not funny. Why are you smiling? That is
I
not.
was having a moment. It was not funny.
You think it's funny that somebody got hit upside their head with an iron?
I mean, if you sit there and let a bitch knock you upside your head with,
If you
with
do
an
what?
iron,
If you do what?
if you sit there and let a bitch knock you upside your head with an iron, I think you should be knocked upside your head with an iron.
I didn't say he allowed him to hit him
But you
upside.
said he got knocked upside the head. This is what you said, correct? Okay, you talked about domestic violence.
We talked about that.
I think that we need to talk about.
We talked about gay rape.
I think that we need to talk about relationships, like masculine and female moments, stuff like that. Like that.
So masculine and feminine.
Because I wanted to write like a little small story about No, it was like a little small.
Like a
film.
short book, like a short story.
It was like a small film,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to write about where this Mexican.
I want you to get your hand out your nose. He digging in his
I'm
nose.
not digging in my nose.
You just did like this.
Let's
What is this? What is this? If I did like this,
not digging in your nose.
well, what is it?
Okay.
What is this?
I'm
What
afraid.
is this digging in your nose? What is this?
Just on the side, scratching your nostril.
You did not. Now he's scratching his nostril. Now he's scratching. Look, now he's scratching his nostril. He did like this. He was like this, and I was like,
So
wait.
back to what I was thinking. I wanted to write like a little small film about
Mm-hmm.
this masculine man falling in love with a feminine man,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to write something like with this.
Is this a personal story?
No, that's never personal. I just wanted to, because you know how most masculine people don't like feminine people.
Mm-hmm. But you want to write about how this guy actually fell in love with.
Yeah, like it was so.
So was it difficult? Was it a challenge for him, or he was okay with
He
it?
was so against it.
But then he ended up falling in love. So what that got to do with the podcast? Help me help you. What does that have to do with the podcast?
We was talking about relationships.
So you want to do
I was saying what we was talking about, like on the podcast.
You know, see, these young people, they don't really know how to keep a story going, so I'm just trying to follow his story.
You did follow my story. You asked me, let's talk about relationships. I said gay, like masculine and feminine relationships.
So we would do a podcast about that.
Yeah. And then I was giving you like what I was thinking about writing something. About like a little short story or something like that.
I think that's a good topic.
I really think it would be.
I think that's a good topic. Because I think that...
And the only reason, because people need to know, like, you know, it's not always about masculinity. It's not always about, you know, femininity.
They said, Craig, don't let him make you a drink if he digging all in his nose. Yes, land the plane. Get to it. Look, somebody, Janika said, Trey falling for a ginger snap. Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
No, don't talk about it. I ain't on that. Because I'm going to feel some type of way. No, I'm just saying, because you know how y'all masculine people always like, oh my God, I can't stand films.
When I first came into this
So you
community,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah, when I first came into this community, I wouldn't even talk to a guy that was feminine.
But what I'm saying is
Like have a conversation.
But why?
Well, looking back, I know now that it had everything to do with my own insecurities and my own issues around my sexuality. It had nothing to do with him.
Right.
But at the time, I was telling myself, oh, well, if I talk to him, people are going to think I'm gay. No, they don't need that to know that you're gay.
They know what they know.
Right, because a rose can smell a rose.
A rose is still a rose. And baby girl, you're still a flower.
Okay, Lauryn Hill, Aretha Franklin. He think he pulled the wool of my...
No, I didn't. I don't feel that way. I like to listen to
To old music?
No, not old music. I like to listen to mature people. I like to have a conversation with mature people, so you get feedback. You know, when you was younger and where you at now in your life. So I'm always
Yeah, so well, that was my reasoning. And like, I was really nasty to this one particular guy. When I first came into this community,
Well,
I used to
what
write
I'm
for a
saying,
theater
but
company.
in-
You gonna let me tell my story? You gonna talk over me? I'm just trying to figure. You gonna talk over me? Is it the alcohol? Is it the alcohol? Because you've been really obstreperous right now. Obstreperous. There's your word.
That's not even a word.
It is a word. Obstreperous. Pull it up. O-B. Come on, pull it up.
Just tell you something. I'm listening. So what made you?
Are you challenging the veracity of my word? Veracity. V-E-R-A-C-I-T-Y. Veracity. Are you challenging me? So what happened was when I first moved here, I was working. I mean, not working. I was writing for a theater company. And you know, with theater companies, you got gay men. You know what I'm saying? And so there was this one particular gay guy. He used to look at me all the time when I would come in there. And it wasn't in that kind of a way. Like, I never felt like he was attracted to me or anything like that. I just felt like he was just being nice. And he just was so feminine for me at the time. And I'm just being honest. I tell this story in the first book. That's what I'm saying. You're going to love the first book. But I was really distant to him. And like every time I would come into the theater company for rehearsal and stuff, he'd be like, He like, hey, how you doing? He had like this little, he had this little, he had this little way about him. He had this little way about him, right? And he'd be like, he would just do little stuff, and he was just so
Because
over.
he probably know your team. He would probably DM.
But no, he was very.
But he probably wanted to say, hey.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, if you let me tell you the story, I'm going to tell you he did know that I was gay. But what I'm saying is, at the time, in my own mind,
So macho, man.
right, in my own mind, I'm thinking, okay, he ain't clocking me. And so they talk about acted out, Craig. So he'd be like, hey,
Yeah, sis know your team. Sis was like, She was like, hey, sis.
Right. And then he had the gay lisp. You know what I mean when I say the gay lisp? Yeah, what is it? Yes, he had the gay lisp when he would talk and stuff. And yeah, he had the little dip in his back, and he'd be like stuff like that. And then he would just be walking around the theater company, and I'd be like, why is he walking like that? Why he looking? But again, it was all my own stuff. It was all my own issues. And this is why I tell women all of the time. Because I'm not the gay guy that's going to out somebody. Now, if you date one of my girlfriends, I'm going to tell, girl, Molly, you in danger, girl. But I'm not going to go around outing people. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's a very personal journey. And I think that everybody should have the liberty and the freedom to take that step, that leap, that plunge when you're ready. So, hold on. I'm trying to rush my story along. It was a little detail that I was going to... No, I wasn't attracted to him. And I don't think he was attracted to me either.
I just letting you know that was your stud.
I think he was just trying to be friendly because I had just moved to Atlanta. Okay, didn't really know anybody here.
You moved from Baltimore?
I just moved from college. I was moving from Virginia. I just got here from Virginia. I'm a not.
Are you ready?
And so I had just moved from Virginia. I got the camera down. So I had just moved from Virginia. And so he was just really feminine, right? So long story short, the very first guy that I dated, when it didn't go well.
Yo, we killed that girl.
Yeah, I know you drank that.
Drink, baby.
Didn't I just throw you under the bus? I just threw you under a bus.
You can't trust these bitches.
See how they do?
2018
Y'all
out
learn
of
about this motherfucking absolute, baby.
Right.
They gonna give me a deal sooner or later.
Listen.
I want to sponsor them. That's why when they say, what's in your cup? I say petty juice. But I've been drinking absolute since 2000.
You right.
They need to give me a sponsorship.
Send the deal.
2018.
They sponsor the RuPaul show.
We probably should send him a sponsorship
We
package.
should, because everywhere I go, absolutely, that's my slogan.
We should probably send him a
And they ain't
sponsorship.
used that yet.
Just be real.
Absolute.
I'm dead serious. We should send him
No,
a.
but I ain't like how you just threw me on the bus like you ain't had none.
Oh, you still on that?
Gee.
Kaya, I'm past that part. Don't dig your head in the ice. You were just digging in your nose now. Like he was about to. You see that he nasty? Oh, white people shit.
The guy.
No, that was not it. I was not digging in my nose.
You were digging in your nose.
Did you see me pull out a booger?
Oh, wait.
You didn't. That don't mean that you digging out. That you got to dig out a booger just because you. What?
Y'all so stupid.
He is crazy. So listen. So you don't want to hear the rest of my story? Well, they do. So anyway, so I'm at the theater. So I'm at the theater company, and so every time I come in. Every time I come in, he give it, hey, how you doing? And so I stopped making eye contact with him. I wouldn't even look at him. Oh, and this is what I was gonna say. See, you almost took me off my my train of thought. What I always tell my female friends too is stop looking for feminine idiosyncrasies, because that's not always the way to tell if a man enjoys the company of another man. Right? Y'all always looking for, hey girl, and all that feminine stuff.
That's this right here in front of you. What y'all looking at right there? That's what it is. It gives that right there. It gives that. It gets crazy.
Says the man in this rose-colored bathrobe. Whose bathrobe is that? Whose bathrobe is that? Whose bathrobe is that?
It's mine.
You actually went to the store and purchased that pink robe?
Yes.
How long ago did you purchase it? Because it looks a little young now.
This one I like it.
It does. It does. Yeah, it looks a little young. I'm just kidding. Let me finish my story. So listen. So what they'll do is, you really about to stab me with that pen? Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
On live.
Look at him. Look at him.
On live.
But like women always think that the way that you tell if a man is gay, he has to have feminine.
Look at
qualities.
Craig. You won't know Craig gay until you start like moving.
Oh, so if they look at me, they don't know I'm gay. They know I'm gay when I start moving.
So you start swinging those little hips you have.
Listen, this walk is dangerous, baby.
Yeah.
This walk is
Fear.
dangerous.
Fear.
This walk is dangerous.
It's dainty and dangerous.
It's dainty.
It's dainty.
I have a dainty walk.
Dainty and dangerous.
That's what you're gonna do.
DD.
That's what DD. Dainty and dangerous.
Yeah.
DD.
That's you.
But I always tell my female friends. You have to look at the way they interact with another man.
But look at Craig. Craig don't.
Go ahead, Chi-Chi. Go ahead. What you want to tell them?
You don't look it.
What you want to tell them?
See, you know,
Come on, Kaya. But no, I'm serious. I think we should probably send a sponsorship package to them.
Yeah, we should.
Put all of the social media insights and stuff, and
you'll see
And
later.
get the deal wrong.
right. Oh, you going outside again with them shorts on?
And I'm always outside
They
like this.
act like it's summertime.
I know.
Summer jacket.
You act like it's summertime. Like what?
I think I left in the car. Mary too. That's why she got a cold now.
Mm-hmm. She just came down here, took an emergency.
Door.
They going outside. So anyway, so Janika said that's Miss Mary's robe. So I wouldn't even talk to this guy. I'm gonna finish this story. So I wouldn't even really talk to him. And so when I would come in, he'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I would like, "Hey," and I would turn my head, or either I would look the other way before he could even say hello to me. And like I said, that was just me being insecure, around my own sexuality. And so for a lot of you women who wonder if a man is gay, sometimes it's because you can tell he's gay or has issues around his own sexuality if he has issues with a gay man. Like, what that got to do with you? So that's what I always try to tell people. Like, if he acting all funny around a gay man, like, because I have straight male friends that are completely fine around me. What's up, Michael Stratton? So anyway, I ended up dating the very first guy that I dated. This story that I'm telling you is in my first book. And so the guy that I was dating, when it didn't work, I ended up going to the guy in the theater company, because by then we had a rapport. And I ended up telling him, he was the first person that I told that I was gay and that I had kissed this boy that I was going out with and that I had feelings for him. He was the first person that I told. And so the lesson that I extrapolated from that whole situation was, you got to be careful who you're unkind to. You have to be careful who you mishandle, because I mishandled him. I wasn't mean to him, but I was cold. I wasn't kind. And it was really because I had issues with my own sexuality. There was no reason that I shouldn't have just been pleasant to him. And so, yes, Carolyn, please instruct everybody where they need to go. So there was no reason that I shouldn't have been kind to him. And come to find out, that was the very person that was there to help me cope with my little heartbreak. Because when that shit fell apart, that was the person that I was able to go and talk to. And I said to him, I remember saying to him, I said, why were you nice to me? Like, why were you there to listen and to help walk me through that? I said, because I wasn't very nice to you. And he said to me, I said, how did you know? I said, how did you know that I was gay? And he said to me, because a rose can smell a rose. And that's why a lot of these men that date women that live these straight identified lives, that's why they don't want to be in the company or the presence of a gay man. Because they know that a gay man can sniff them out. And so they'll... She done came down here in full panties and bra. I got the camera there. Oh, I like that hair, though.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, she done came down here in full
She
panties.
ready. It's only 9 something. She ready.
Yes.
So,
Come on, panties and bra.
that's it. She need to let y'all whores know that she is a full-fledged.
Come on through here. Come on, what color is that on your lip? What color is that on your lip?
It is called an orange.
Oh, that lip is nice.
That lip nice.
She bent all over at the dryer.
Greg, you stop liking women many births. When you from birth, you stop liking women.
Oh, you in that.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Tell those weed heads to bring it on. Let's do it.
Okay. You want me to go and get... They just went out there.
Waiting on me.
No. They just walked out there, but they ain't
See
waiting.
how ain't nobody went down there to shake the camera, and then they talk that shit about, oh, bitch, you worry about this stuff too much, bitch. That's what y'all get into. If
Right.
y'all get down there and get to something together, who gonna do it?
Right.
Not y'all.
So what you do is you set their asses up and one night have the Mevo ready. Go, this what we doing. Time to go. Come on. She got on her Victoria's Secret. They said she got on her Victoria's Secret.
Did you know or did you not know?
She got her dress on now. She got on her clothes now.
Yes, they just need to tune in to the show, honey. We about to get ready to go live.
Okay. Them titties all glistening and stuff. Is that? I ain't gonna turn it around. They glistening. That smells good. Yes.
Tonight is the night.
Tonight is the
All
night.
new names on the docket, bitch. Maybe
All new names are on the docket.
there are 2 or 3 repeat offenders.
2 or 3 repeat offenders. Come on and cream them legs.
Yes,
Cause she walking right here like she got on opaque stockings.
sure do.
Ah.
Craig, did you tell the truth how you snuck up in my room last night? You had to came out here, but I just snuck up in my room. We're supposed to be sisters, Fred. Oh, nasty dagger, you. Bull dagger. BUALDAGGA, bull dagger. Bull.
Let me tell y'all something. When I come over here, Miss Mary, her mom gets the cooking and shit for me. This one can't stand it. Craig, don't come over here eating up all my food.
Yes, honey, she be making me go to the store to get vegan. I'm like, bitch, Craig better eat some of this good old hearty beef, robust beef.
And look, her mom will specifically fix stuff for me that I can eat. Because you know I don't eat the meat. And so she'll make me like dishes and stuff like last night.
Child, she will get on YouTube. When she know you coming, she'll get on YouTube and look up. And let me tell you something. My mother is really gifted.
She be looking at recipes.
She's really gifted in finding flavors.
Right,
She can gather them flavors.
right.
I don't know how she do
Right.
that shit, but she get them flavors. Like, she'll make a Jamaican dish. I'll be like, bitch, this shit came from Jamaica.
From where?
Jamaica, bitch.
But yeah, so she'll put together like a meal for me. She'll be like, Craig, this is for you over here.
Yeah, and I be looking like,
And she be-
what did you saute and fry over there for Craig?
Right, Madison be looking at me like, don't be coming over here eating up all my shit. Like last night when I came over, her mom was like,
Do you eat salmon?
do you eat salmon?
I said, Mom, don't you bust my can of salmon open for Craig?
And she was like, Madison was like, I know you're not about to bust my can of salmon open for. And Miss Mary was like, I bought these right here.
My can of pink salmon.
And she made all these salmon cakes for me.
Yes, and that's what I've been smelling like pussy in here. Smelling like pussy in its purest form, honey. Craig, come on, let's go down here and do this and get this thing on.
Right.
Because they outside. I need the camera already loud.
Queued up and ready.
So they can just sit down. Because when they come in, it's
It's time to go.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking high.
what they say.
Oh yeah, I'm so fucking high.
Oh God, that is too funny. That is too funny.
Did the child pull out the wine, Craig?
No, he ain't pull out the wine. So let's get your wine glass. Get you a wine glass. Get your wine. Now where is the wine?
It's something if he ain't went on ahead and drunk it. Because I don't trust
I don't see nothing here but this sweet Kool-Aid that Miss Mary made. This diabetic
So he
Kool-Aid.
done went and drunk the wine.
I don't see it.
I don't trust it.
I see some apple juice.
Oh, this is up here. I don't want no hard liquor because you know I'm still fighting this.
Oh, it's up there?
I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, this right here.
Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc, honey.
Sauvignon.
Sauvignon Blanc. So they just gonna wait right up to 10.
Right, and then
I
come,
said we was gonna be on time tonight.
then coming and run. We gonna be on time tonight, y'all. We gonna be on time. Oh, well, you need a wine glass. I'm gonna get me another cocktail.
I'm trying to see, do I got any grapes in the Frigidaire? Was I put me some grapes off in that Sauvignon Blanc?
Sauvignon. Oh yeah, some red ones.
Pull that out, bring that on down, we can read. Let me tell you something about a good glass of warm wine.
You know they say you're supposed to freeze your grapes and then you drop it in there.
A good glass of warm wine will have you fucked up. Bitch, one time I was like, bitch, let me get me a little bit of this. I was fucked up.
You need a man to open up this bottle of wine for you?
Baby, it's open. A man already opened it, bitch.
Oh. I already got you a wine glass.
You did.
Yeah.
I need a scroll. Let me get a scroll. You know, I'm still fighting this virus, honey. This flu virus, bitch.
Yeah, be specific now.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Flu
Let
virus.
me tell you something. If I was fighting the HIV virus, bitch, I would sit right on camera and take my motherfucking Truvada or whatever the fuck the children take when they got the power.
When they got the what?
The power. Bitch, I would sit right up there.
Wait, what's the power?
The power murder. Florida power and light. Georgia power. Louisiana power.
You giving face on here
New
tonight.
York power. Anything that's filled with the power, honey, that got that energy that keep you going and going and going. The power.
You smell good.
Thank you, bitch. Just this stuff, this paradise stuff. We get these kitty spots. Come on, let's get down
Get the
here.
tape. All right, look, I gotta get off of here because I got to work.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Craig, I'm glad you let them know I give you $2 or $3. Literally, $2 or $3. We'll work for food. Bitch, this hair is, bitch, I am sitting.
all right. So listen, the Queen's Court will come on at 10 o'clock,
10-10.
10:10. All right, so go on over there. Have a good night.